my sweet Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I really wanna see you, I really wanna be with you, I really wanna see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord. My sweet Lord, my sweet Lord, my Lord. I really wanna know you, I really wanna go with you, I really wanna show you, Lord, that it won't take long, my Lord. Oh, my sweet Lord, oh, my sweet Lord, my sweet Lord. I really wanna see you, I really wanna see you, I really wanna see you, Lord. I really wanna see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord. Oh, sweet Lord. My sweet Lord. Oh, my Lord. I really want to know you. I really want to know you, Lord. I really want to show you, Lord, that it won't take long, my Lord. My sweet Lord. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. My sweet Lord. Oh, I really want to see you. Oh, I really want to know you. I really want to be with you. My sweet Lord. My sweet Lord.
Kat Williams and our Unity Band, welcome this morning to the love and the light of this beautiful day in this spiritual community. We begin our time together in the awareness of this one animating presence that enlivens all creation, and invite you to join in this statement of our oneness. There is only one presence and power active in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotence. And our mission here together, we are an inclusive, inspiring, spiritual community, embracing our divinity and joyfully evolving together. With that, we invite you to join in an opening prayer. We turn our awareness within this morning, and we do so in the spirit of gratitude. And of this season, today, the first day of Hanukkah and the first day of Advent, it's a day of hope. It's a day that our spirit reminds us that we are never without hope, because there's so much more than meets the eye. There's always another reality in play, at work, the essence of our life. Today we open to the gifts that are here for us individually and collectively. And in the spirit of hope that is always lifting our spirit higher, we just give thanks and say, thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. I invite you to stand as you're able and join in our opening song that says, my soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 'Cause I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yes, I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yes, you are welcome here. So we invite you to take that soulful, holy handshake or hug and welcome those around you. Welcome to the light of unity.
connected and whole I am. Yes, I know who my source is, and I know who I am. Part of all that is, connected and whole I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Sing it out, you got it. I know what my truth is, and I know what I am. What I am, part of all that is, connected and whole I am. Yes, I know what my truth is, and I know what I am. Part of all that is, connected and whole I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And here I stand. Here I stand. Here I stand. Here I stand. Yes. You sound beautiful. Thank you. You may be seated. We'd like to take just a moment and extend a special welcome to anyone here for the first time. If you're here for the first time, we'd like to acknowledge your presence. Just simply raise your hand, hold your hand up for a moment, and we'll get a connections card to you. Unity, help us lovingly point and find these that are here for the first time. On the card that you're being handed, there's a red heart. If you'd like to put that heart on your lapel or jacket, it will allow us to know that you are a newcomer so that we can take an opportunity to extend that holy handshake and welcome you. For any of you, if you'd like to stop off outside of our bookstore, we have packets of information about the church, just tell you a little bit more about Unity, so we invite you to stop and pick up one of those if you'd like to do so. Most of all, we want you to know that we're blessed by your presence, each and every one of you. And for those of you that are here today for the first time, we take this opportunity to acknowledge your presence by extending this blessing to you that says, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you. Thank you for being here today. I also want to acknowledge some elves. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Amen. Isn't it pretty around here? So, yes, I want to say thank you. So if you were here Friday or Saturday helping around the grounds or helping decorate, would you please stand and let us acknowledge your presence? If you're also a part of this art team, would you please stand? Thank you. You know, it's good to have elves, isn't it? Well, we truly do welcome you this morning. Thank you for being here. There's a few announcements we'd like to highlight. The beginning of a new month. Can you believe that it is the first Sunday in December? It truly 'tis the season. So you have a new bulletin. Most of this information should be inside, but just to remind you for our service, if you would be so kind as to turn your cell phone off or on airplane mode, it helps us and it helps keep our live stream. Would you turn around, and we want to welcome those who are tuning in by live stream and say thank you for the letters and the feedback you're giving us. We appreciate that, and a special thanks to our team in the back who make our sound, our PowerPoint, our live stream special and possible. Some announcements. It is the season. We partner with agencies throughout the year on different activities. And this time of year, we're partnering with Caring for Children. They serve families all throughout many counties in western North Carolina. They're helping children and women and children in shelters. And so we have a Christmas tree with some little names and angels that we started adopting. Most of them have already been gone. And as a matter of fact, we only have 10 left, okay? So some of the gifts are coming in. I think I saw a bicycle come in already. Some of the gifts that are left, I think, are some of the larger ones, the little bit older children who ask for some bigger things. So if you happen to still want to sponsor an angel, we have people that would like to pair up with someone else who maybe want to get a little bigger item. So just know that you can do that if you'd like to do that as well. The agency will be here on the 16th, representative, so by then we'll have all the gifts. We bless the gifts, and the workers from the agency will come in and pick them up, and we get to bless them as well. The next announcement is to let you know that in February,
We have our annual meeting. We have 8 board members. They serve 3-year terms, and so 2 or 3 board members come off every year. So we have 2 openings this year for board members. If you feel called, qualified, most of all really called and a passion for serving on the board, you can see Reverend Christy. I think everybody knows Reverend Christy. She's at the center of everything. Thank you, Reverend Christy. You can see Reverend Christy, and she can get you that information, and our nominating team will follow up with you. And then the last but not least, who knows what's happening Friday night around here? Yeah, holiday concert. So I hope you have your tickets, and we have a few complimentary tickets. And so if there are any among you that would love to come to this concert, but you don't necessarily have the $10 for the ticket at the time, no questions asked. Just see Reverend Christy, and we'd be happy to gift you with a complimentary ticket. You do need a ticket, though, because typically this place is packed. We sell out. So I encourage you, if you want to come, to get your ticket. The other thing this year, based on our fall study book about community and more together than alone, we've called for works of heart. I thought we may get 25 or 30. So far, we have 77 already out on display. With more coming in. Some came in today, and several people said, oh, I'll get mine to you on Tuesday. So if you do have something, we do need it. Bring it to the church on Tuesday so we can get it up on display. So I want to thank that team for doing that. But there's some items here. There's some as you came in. And if you go through this door and turn left, our multi-purpose room, there's lots of the smaller items out. The bidding is already open, so you can start and look and just enjoy that. It's a nice, fun fundraiser for us this holiday season. So would you give yourself a hand for such an amazing outpouring of showing up in a really big way? Now that concert, we were going to have our very own Kat Williams with us as part of that concert, but she's got something pretty important going on the day before. It's been a few years now, about 3 years in the making, that Kat has been manifesting a kidney donor. And just feel so especially blessed that it came out of our community. That right person, the right match, and it's all going to take place on Thursday. So needless to say, Kat will not be here Friday night. We're going to send her a special blessing, though. But Rhoda Weaver, who's been on vocal rest, is off and called me yesterday and said, I'm going to be there. We've got other folks who are going to be here with us. So I put out the call, and a whole bunch of people said yes. So we're going to have an awesome time. So come out Friday night. We will be sending that special blessing, and you'll hear more about that soon. So I just want to thank you, and we've got some exciting things truly coming up. Today is, if you look at a religious calendar, not that we follow any religious calendar or any religion, really. We're deeply spiritual, not religious. But today is the beginning of Hanukkah and the beginning of Advent. How many of you celebrated either one of those growing up? How many of you didn't really know what they were growing up? I fell in that category. I really didn't know much about either one. But it's been in the past few years of my life that I've come to really appreciate and enjoy the richness of ritual for different traditions. And so today along with Hanukkah, we embark on the ritual of Advent. Advent means arrival. And it's marked by the 4 Sundays leading up to Christmas. Just like there are 4 directions that represent how we experience space, these 4 qualities represent how we experience our true nature. What we may call in unity our Christ nature, what you may call the Buddha nature or the Atman nature, but it's our true spiritual essence. And today, both Hanukkah and Advent begin with the spirit of hope. Now, not wishing, because to have a wish is very different than hope. To have hope is to be connected deeply in spirit and to know that you know that you know that all things are working together for good, that it's going to be okay. And so I begin to ask that question, what is hope? And these words begin to flow I'd like to share with you. Hope lifts your spirit. Hope opens and knows it will receive. Hope knows there is more than meets the eye, sees beyond and through and into infinite possibility. Because hope opens hearts and minds and doors Hope unlocks buried treasures, dismantles mountains of doubt and grief and despair. Hope knows all things are working together for good. And so hope clears the way, recognizes the truth, and is available to bring forth the gift. Hope is cast from within. It's like a bridge between the facts at hand and the truth everlasting. Hope is something we carry, and hope carries us. It goes out to fulfill itself. It's always met by grace, and it always takes the high road. Hope abides in the light of truth and brings all who follow her safely home. Hope is your light of truth, born of Christ, the divine light in you. Your hope, your glory, your spirit lifted in hope. I thought it was especially fitting today as we talk about hope that I asked Kat Williams to share her story of hope today. When I first moved to this area, now a little over 4 years ago, or about 4 years ago, Light Gale was the music director, and she was ready to step out and take a sabbatical. And I said, well, Light, who is just the most amazing piano player? And she said, well, try to get Richard Schulman. And then I said, well, Light, who in this area is the most soulful, real soulful singer in the area? And she said, Kat Williams. And so I got those phone numbers and made some phone calls, and the rest is history. But when I called Kat and started talking, I'll never forget, she said, I know what you want. I know what you're looking. I know what you want. And what I didn't know is that I had found another sister from another mother. So we're going to enjoy this today. Now, I will let you know, her doctor has said she needs to stay in a germ-free zone, so until she has her mask on, I'm not going to hug her, but would you all give Kat a cosmic hug right now? And welcome, Kat Williams.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to this present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. And before. And here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. And here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. And here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Kat Williams.
All right. Good morning. So I had my message already on my iPad and ready to roll. Chucked it out the window. Because I haven't been one so far in my life to ever use a script. So I decided to chuck it and just go on what I feel. I want you all to know that this has been a long, long journey. And it started long before I ever knew that I could feel so much love and have so much hope in my life. When I was small, I remember saying to my foster mom, "What if I need a kidney?" And I truly did say that. What if I need a kidney? I have nobody related to me. And what if I needed a kidney? And so here I am, 45 years later, and I have my kidney match right here in this community. Hope is always there. It's always there. It's always been there. I think that hope and faith, they ride along together on that motorcycle of life, you know, with their little helmets on, just riding together. Hey, hope, hey, faith, you know. I mean, they're just riding together. But what do you do when you work in a place that has no hope? That is Sing Sing Correctional Facility where I used to work. I was a prison guard for about 15 years. It was a tough job. And of course, I'm not the same person I used to be 15 years ago as that prison guard. I was very guarded and very closed off. I called it, I had a wall built around me. It was huge because in the prison system, they see kindness as a weakness. So you always had to be on your toes. But, you know, somehow human nature kind of creeps in, no matter what the situation is that you work in. And for me, it was compassion. So I decided I needed to change what I was doing. I used to work a housing unit with 100 men on bunk beds in overflow, and just me and 100 guys. And I ran a really tight ship. Really tight ship. And I ran that unit for a year I had one incident in 1 year. One incident in 1 year, that's unheard of in a prison system. It was a great job for me because I learned a lot. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about human nature. and what compels people to do things in their life. So I decided when a job had opened up working on the prison medical unit in St. Clair's Hospital, and I was like, that job's for me. So I put in for that job. Nobody else wanted it, and it was working with the terminally ill inmates around the state of New York. So they bring them from all over. It was a great job for me because I got to spend time with individuals in their last days of life, which was, I looked at it as a gift. It was a gift to be with them. I had one inmate in particular that I absolutely adored and loved, and I can say that now without losing my job. Her name was Helen Glover, and Helen was an amazing woman who was just caught up in the circumstances. And Helen was HIV positive, and she was dying. And we'd have these great in-depth conversations, and my nickname was Willie. She said, Officer Willie, do you think God will forgive me for my sins? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, God will forgive you for your sins? He said, you think so? Somebody like me in here? And I was like, you're no different from anybody else. We're all a step away from probably being in here. So Helen and I got really close. I remember I used to bring her, I was like, well, what do you want, Helen? So I used to bring her McDonald's Big Mac. You know, it's the little things. I learned the little things meant something. So I brought her a McDonald's Big Mac, and we'd sit and we'd watch the soap operas together and Jerry Springer. You know, just things to amuse us, to make the time pass. And I got really close to her, and I said to her, I said, Helen, what's one thing that you wish for, that you hope, or anything you want to change? She was like, well, I'd like to see my daughter before I pass. And I'm like, well, let me get a social worker and try to make that happen. But to no avail, a social worker didn't come through. It's kind of hard. Working with inmates, sometimes you become extremely jaded. And you forget what your focus is as that individual, what your job is when you're there. And we had that happen in our system because, I mean, you're dealing with 1,000 inmates. So I took it upon myself to find her daughter. I found her mom, found her daughter, and they came to visit her. It was a great day. Great day watching her and her family together, and her sit up in the bed for the first time in a week. She had been so sick, and she sat up in the bed, and she talked, and she laughed, everything. I went home on the weekend. I came back, and nobody was in her room. She had passed away over the weekend. And I felt like I said goodbye to her every time, but she always stuck with me that you can't really judge an individual by what they did. And it's like, who she was this amazing woman with all these great talents. She was an amazing artist. She drew the most beautiful pictures. It's just nobody had the faith in her, and she kind of didn't have it in herself that her life would be any different than it was. So I knew at that moment this job was not going to be the job for me for long, because it's too many people in there that shouldn't be in there. So I decided it was time for a change. It was time for a change. So I got discovered at karaoke. I was singing karaoke, and the club owner came up to me and said to me, hey, what band are you in? And I'm like, Bunk County Sheriffs. Yeah, hoorah. So they were like, well, we're opening the club in a year. We want you to be our house singer. Could you be our house singer? And I'm like, that sounds good in theory. You know, okay, sure, I'll be a house singer, before I really understood what that was. So a year goes by, and they contact me, and they go, okay, Kat, we're ready for you to come sing. And I'm like, I guess I better learn some songs. So I learned 22 songs And I sang those same 22 songs for a year. And some of you were there with me at the beginning and knew I used to sing like this to the piano player with my back turned. And the piano player said to me, Kat, they still can see you. And I was so embarrassed to turn around. He's like, baby, you've got to turn around. And I was just so petrified to turn around. And then one day, I turned around, and I've never turned back since. Yeah. You know, people think, I've hoped for a lot of things, and everything that I've hoped for has come true tenfold. When my foster mom passed away, first of all, let me acknowledge, my brother is here. Oh, yeah. That's my brother Fred. He just flew in from Virginia, and he is now living with Patrice and I. Yeah. I'm so excited I have somebody to watch football with. Roll Tide. So my brother knows. I mean, I would have never survived the streets growing up where we did if it wasn't for my brother. My brother taught me how to defend myself and what to do. And I used those skills. And then I got college educated. So when you have street skills and you're educated, whoo! Woo-hoo! Watch out! And I'm telling you, it is an awesome, awesome, awesome lifestyle that I've led and that I lead. Because all these things, I am so open to anything that comes my way. Anything that comes my way. When I first started singing, I was singing in the club, I was just singing along. Somebody came and told me, Robin Williams is here. And I'm like, Robin Williams, cool. So I'm singing away. So when I got done singing, he was waiting for me. When I got on my break, and he comes to me and he goes, Kat, I heard you used to be a prison guard. Damn. And I was like, he said, can we talk? And I was like, man, I'm on my break. No, we can't talk. I got 15 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. We talked. We talked. And so we spoke and we just talked and laughed and everything. 3 weeks later, Universal Studios called me and said, hey, we're doing a party, a rap party for the Patch Adams movie. We want you to be our singer, our entertainer, and we want you to surprise Robin. We're going to surprise him with you. He doesn't even know you're coming. But he's been talking about you for 3 weeks. So I went to do the party, took a band, we went and did the party. He comes into the room, he looks, he goes, Kat, mama! And he runs across the room. He gives me the biggest hug, and he says, Asheville must be lonely tonight. That's a lot of class, man. And I've had all these amazing, amazing things happen to me in my career. I've been able to, I never thought I'd be singing with Gloria Gaynor. And Chubby Checker is one of my bestest good friends. And the Drifters, the Tams, all these acts, I never thought I'd be in Vegas, singing in Vegas, and all these things. I had no clue my life was gonna be like that. But I just ride the wave. Just ride the wave, hoping everything will work out, and I know it will. Hope and faith, ride on. Ride on. Yeah, we just riding on together. So, throughout my career, I went on that show, America's Got Talent, and I got to the top 50 of America's Got Talents. But let me tell you, it's a facade. Here's the real truth. When they are done with you, they are done. You have got your plane ticket booked and gone, but it was a really great experience to be on there because you can't pay for that kind of exposure in your career to have 20, 30 million people watch you at one time, which was awesome because a lot of great things. But instead of me getting nightclub work, after that, I had a guy call me from Atlanta, a family called me from Atlanta, and the woman's husband was dying of cancer. And she said, he saw you and he came to life when he heard you sing. Could you come to a benefit concert for us? And I said, oh yeah. So I drove to Atlanta, did a concert, stayed up half the evening talking to this guy. He was awesome. His family was awesome. And then a week later, he passed away. But it was just awesome. I have a friend here today. It seems like I've spent these great moments with people in this community on their weddings, on their saddest days of when they lose their partners, husbands, lovers, wives, and even children. And I'm so grateful to spend those moments with each and every one of you that are here, that I've had those special moments with. My friend is here today whose daughter passed away, and I hope you don't mind, because I love talking about her. Her name is Shayla, and her sister, when they were little, I called them my president and vice president of my fan club. So I got them little T-shirts that said president and vice president. And ever since they were little, I mean, teeny tiny, like 2 and 3 years old, they used to come, and I used to go to Jubilee. They used to come and sit on my lap, and I was like, whose kids are these? Out of nowhere, they would come sit on my lap. And I'd be like, somebody come get their kids. I say, I'm a black woman with this little white girl sitting on my lap. Somebody want to come get their kids? And and then I remember their mom come over and said, I'm so sorry. And I said, no, it's fine. So every week, her daughter would come sit on my lap. One of her daughters would come sit on my lap. It was awesome. So I became friends with them, made them my president and vice president of the fan club. And then years later, when she was 7 years old, she came down with a rare form of cancer. Shayla did. And it was really cool because a week before she passed away, Jen called me and said, fly down, and just for us to have some fun and just laugh. So we went down, and when I got there, Shayla had on her little President of Katt's fan club T-shirt on. It was the coolest thing. We laughed all weekend. I stayed there. It was awesome. And what really got me was Jen needed some alone time for herself. And I was so honored that she trusted me with her little girl for just her and I to hang out together. And so I had a little moment of me and Shayla just hanging together. We were watching The Little Mermaid, and I had to do the voice and pucker my lips like this. And it was an awesome, awesome weekend. It was one of the best weekends. It was the most beautiful and saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I am so honored that I got to be a part of that and continue to be a part of your life, honey. Thank you. I love you too. So all these moments, all these things that I hope for, I have tenfold. I hoped for a large family. I always wanted a family after my mom passed. You know, my brother knows we kind of all went our own directions, you know, and now look, here's my family. Here's my family right here. I got a whole lot of sisters and brothers from another mother. But I'm grateful. I am so incredibly grateful. Let me tell you, this disease, this kidney disease, honestly, is the best thing that has ever happened to me. It's the best thing. And I'll tell you why. All the crap got cleared out. Clarity was shining like the bright sun, man. Clarity. I got clarity. Who is important to me? What is important to my life? And things are not important to me. But the relationships. I always wanted to be, I'm going to be rich one day. Everybody wants that. I was telling the story of the lottery. I faithfully play the lottery, always. And Patrice is shaking her head because she can't understand that obsession that I have with the lottery. But recently, I went cold turkey from the lottery. 3, 7, 15, 21. I went cold turkey from the lottery because I realized I had already hit the lottery. I hit the lottery already. I am already there, honey. And the wealth is not in that money. The wealth is in the relationships with people. And I have that tenfold. I'm a billionaire as far as that goes. I'm a billionaire. So I don't need to play the lottery anymore. Love you. So every time I have that urge to play the lottery, we'll do something nice for ourselves instead of playing the lottery. Hold on. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. So, hope. Hope is there. It's always there if you believe. If you truly believe, if you have faith, it's there. Richard, can I have that song, please? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Shulman. He said, I heard that before. So, big change coming next week. It's my kidney transplant. Yes, I have a brand new, shiny, used kidney. And that sucker's pumping, baby. Because as soon as it turns color, they're gonna take this peritoneal tube out of me, which I am completely and totally grateful that will be gone. Yesterday, a bunch of you came over my house to help me pack my house because we're also moving. And we packed up on the porch all my medical supplies, and it equaled almost a half a room of stuff. And I'm like, wow, that's a whole lot of fluid up in there. But it also made me grateful, because without this disease, my heart wouldn't be so open to love each and every one of you and to receive the love that I've received from each and every one of you. I've got to know a lot of you on a deep personal basis, and I am truly, truly grateful for that. And I look forward to having to be here healthy. I have never been here and sung healthy. So watch out. Watch out. For all of you with a weave, you need to pin that sucker back, man, because I'm blowing them weaves off when I come back. They are coming off. And I look forward to it. But in the meantime, get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest part of love, to the sweetest part of life. Get ready, my soul.
Kat and I invite you to just close your eyes a moment. And to feel what hope feels like for you. And to notice what it feels like to bear witness to someone else sharing their story of hope. as Kat has shared just a few of the defining moments in her life. All roads continually leading home within her own being. Every experience continually leading to a greater experience of love and the truth of our being. And just as this has allowed her to be able to recognize what really matters most, what do I really want to carry with me going forward? What do I want my life to be about? We entertain those same questions for ourselves. And allow hope to guide the way, reconnecting us, rekindling any flame that needs to be rekindled, reigniting any spark. We open to the spirit of hope. It's not something we have to self-generate because its source originates. We also join together in giving thanks for Kat and how things have a way of coming together and working out, and the opportunity to create an experience together. So we join our collective energy of intention. We join in the realization that each and every one of us are healers in the way that we direct our energy. And we just see Kat and her donor and their healthcare teams completely surrounded. We realize that the Spirit of God is just as present in a laser beam of light as it is a blade of grass. We realize that medicine, whether it's Native American medicine, traditional medicine, that there are so many ways and avenues for healing to take place. And so we see this path as being completely open and illumined. We see the healthcare providers being divinely guided and illumined. We see Duke Medical Center as never being the same after Kat Williams leaves that place. They may donate or dedicate a wall to her. That her spirit is so bright, and the gifts that she have touches so many lives right there of the people working with her. That an impact is made. That the miracles along the way result in, I see her writing an amazing book of her life. There's so much more to this journey. And so we bless and we hold this in our sacred container. We are one sacred family, and we see this taking place in beautiful miracles every step of the way. The whole Holy Spirit of life right now is quickening every cell of your body, both you and your donor. The wisdom of your body innately knows how to receive this, how to respond. We quicken and see it taking place as this very power and presence of life. We see that what you have called forth is working together to bring forth a greater good. And we stand in awe at what the presence of God is doing in and here and among us. And we bow to this presence. We bow on the altar of our own heart. We bow to the Spirit within our own being to say, use us individually and Creator, that this light may shine, that lives may be healed, that everyone may know they are forgiven. There is nothing that goes beyond the love that you are. We hold this, we see this, we bless this, and we allow hope to return this miracle in a way that only God can do. And for this we say, thank you, God, and get ready.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul.
Join us if you will.
I'm diving in to the deepest Get ready, get ready, my soul.
Would you please stand? Sing it out. Sing us with us.
Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, get ready, my soul. Get ready, get ready, my soul.
Would you rub your hands together, take that energy to Kat and say, to Kat, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the divinity in you. Give her your love.
Yeah.
So Thursday we will be holding sacred space. So wherever you are, hold this sacred container, hold it in prayer, and send it that way. And we'll keep you updated. And Friday night when we come to celebrate, we'll have a report for you. So thank you, Kat. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Would you turn to one person and say, I'm glad you came today, but this was for me. I'm glad you came, but this was for me. Glad you came, but it was for me. This is the time as Kat and the band prepare another song. We're going to invite our ushers to come forward. And this is where we, as a spiritual community, as individuals, have the opportunity to give thanks. We acknowledge the energy, the spirit that flows through our lives in the many ways, the many forms. We acknowledge what we create here together as a spiritual center and a spiritual community. We acknowledge that we are about healing any case of mistaken identity, that we may know the truth of our being and that we may honor that in all creation. And that's the message that we send out. That's what we stand for. So every gift that is given is dedicated to that purpose. So I invite you to hold those gifts, hold the gifts in your heart, and we affirm this blessing together that says, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am. I am now in perfect balance and flow with the universal tides of giving and receiving. Thank you, God, and so it is. Amen.
Somebody told me of the joy that they had, and somebody told me that in sorrow they could be glad, and then they told me once they were bound and not set free. Oh, I didn't think it could be until it happened to me. But now I can tell you of the joy that I have. Yeah. Now I can tell you that in sorrow they can be glad. Yeah. Now I can tell you once I was bound but now set free. Oh, I never knew it was true until it happened to you. Yeah. You'll never know that it's true until it happens to you. And you, especially you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. Oh, I didn't think it was true. No, I didn't think it could be. No, I didn't think it was true until it happened to me. To me, to me. Ooh, and you, and you, and you, and you, and I didn't think it could be. No, I didn't think it was true. No, I didn't think it was true until it happened to you.
Kat Williams and our amazing Unity Band. As our ushers come forward, take this opportunity to look around and extend your blessing and appreciation to those who have shared in this creation. As they come forward, our ushers remind us of the resources that each of us are and that flow through our lives. Our prayer chaplains remind us of our power of prayer. They support us in prayer, and they remind us that that's what we're here to do as well. And then our sacred service coordinator reminds us that it's action, it's showing up and being of sacred service is how it all comes together. And so we take just a moment to acknowledge the gift of every person, of every heart. We give thanks for the blessings that flow through our lives, and we ask that we may be a greater blessing in this world. And for this sacred gift and this blessing, we are most grateful. Thank you, God, and so it is. There's one more person up here this Sunday, and that is Linda. Linda is part of our care program, and one of the things that our ministry does is we make prayer shawls. Kat, they have picked out one just especially for you to take with you, to keep, and to fill our love. So as she hands this, it looks like they may have decided to give you two.
No, that's for the donor.
Oh, one for you and one for the donor. Beautiful. If you'll hold both of these, would you rub your hands together? Yeah. Would you just rub your hands, and we're going to bless this, Kat, that you're going to feel so electrified, you better not put on a weave.
Look, I'll do my own transplant.
We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you. You are the light of God. You are an expression of God. You are the life of God. And the life of God is the energy of God that flows through you, that flows through our donor, and we see this work as done. And so it is. Amen. So as we bring this sweet spirit, this time to close, I just want to remind you, if you still want to adopt one of the Christmas angels to go out by the Christmas tree, there'll be someone to meet you. If you want to take a look at the art and go ahead and bid on any of those, the bids are open. So there's some in the back multi-purpose room, there's some here on the wall and through the entrance. So again, I want to thank all 77 who have donated so far and the others that are coming in. It's been just truly remarkable for the heart that you are in this spiritual community. Word is getting out that this is just an incredible community of heart. So I want to thank you for showing up as the light you are. Would you please stand as we bring this time together as we close in song, Let There Be Peace on Earth.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Brothers and sisters are we. Let us walk with each other
Friday night.